You guys, welcome to episode 21 of the Big Messy Bun. I actually had to try to calm myself down just a little bit for this episode because it's jam-packed. It's so jam-packed. But today is Mother's Day. I know this comes out on Wednesday, but y'all, this is how it works in the podcast world. So today is Mother's Day, and I am going to open up with a greeting from my mother. This was given to me on one of my last birthdays one of my birthdays, last birthdays that I spent with my mom. Okay, that's what I was trying to spit out. I'm still here. She is gone. My mom passed away July 1st, 2015. And so this was given to me. There's no date on it. Actually, I had a friend that turned this into can you hear it? It's a hard picture. If you're not watching on YouTube, I am holding up a card that my mom gave me. And it says, "Dear Katie, all the best to you. I pray for your continued good health and energy. Love, Mom." Guys, I pray for your continued good health and energy. Like, I love that she said energy. I love that she recognized that this super hyper, busy, talkative child, holding up another photo of me at about 3 or 4 years old, was so full of life, and has been so full of life. And yet there was a period of time where I dimmed my light. I dimmed the entire self of me. And in the last 3 months of this podcast, 3, 4, we're in the 5th month. Holy shitballs. This is month 5. 21. 21 weeks. That's like half a pregnancy, you guys. This is almost a year, like ready to be birthed. 21 weeks. So I love that she said that. And I've been just feeling my mom's presence today. I was actually, I had Lily here, my granddaughter, one of my granddaughters, for the night. And she's a tiny tornado. And I loved watching her. I just loved watching her. But I was cleaning up from the time with her, and I went to go text my boyfriend, and I was writing the word, I'll read it. I won't read the entire, well, maybe I will. I said, "Lily's gone," and I went to type the word, not even lying, cleaning, and guess what came up? The word Cleo. Cleo. That was my mom's name. And I just was like, oh my God. And so I said, okay, that's wild. I went to type cleaning and Cleo popped up. That's never happened. I left it here because I really wanted to just leave it there. And it's what happened. It popped up. I'm not making this shit up. I've never had a misspell go to Cleo before, ever. Like, ever. And it happened today. And so I have just felt her today so strongly. And I sent this to another friend. I said, I know that my mom is looking down and saying, "Hallelujah, girl. Keep using your voice for a voice of good. Keep energizing, Katie. Keep empowering others. Keep educating them the way you know how." I held back, you guys, so much of showing up in this full state of Katie because I didn't have a bunch of, those things behind you, university degrees and plaques and diplomas and certificates. And there's nothing wrong with that, folks. If that is you, if you are an academic and you have all those, I'm so proud of you. But if you're out there and you're like me, and maybe you've got a voice and you want to share something and you're holding back because you don't have some diplomas back here. And if you're on the audio, I'm pointing to the back of my studio. And you guys, I held back. I put a limit on this girl. I put a cover. I had limiting beliefs that I put on myself. And then guess what happened? When I did that, when I limited my belief system in me, I allowed others to do it to me too. I allowed others to put the ceiling on me. I allowed others to squash my spirit. I will not do that anymore. And it feels so freaking good to just feel my fullest self exploding here on this podcast, The Big Messy Bun, it's a dream I've had for so long. People are like, so are you making money? No, but I'm making my heart so full. And I just realized I forgot to plug in my laptop. So I got to keep an eye. I might actually plug it in because that would suck ass if I totally go out. So I'm going to continue to talk while I plug this sucker in because I don't want this to end. So why am I sharing this with you today? Well, it's because my mother was feeling very much in my orbit in the last few days, like strong pulse, strong. Like if you've lost somebody, you know what I'm talking about. Like some days they're just with you. You can just feel their presence. Other days they're like a glimmers. Some days I go and I don't think about my mom. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't go think every day about everyone, but there's days and there's times in my life where I just get this influx. Like it's like she is sending me messages and messages, and I am here as a talker, as a gift of gabber, as a messenger, that this is what I'm meant to do. This is purely what I'm meant to do. I shared this the other day in my workout classes, you guys, that this is truly where I feel most alive is here teaching classes, empowering humans. And in a few weeks, I am traveling to the big city of Edmonton to speak about rocks and self-care and nurturing oneself so that these humans that I'm speaking to, I'm speaking to this agency. It's called the Oasis Agency, and I've spoke with them in the past. It is like, holy shitballs. It's going to be so exciting, so electric, because this year I'm going as full on Katey, the fullest self they've ever seen. They're going to be like, whoa, she was a lot before. She is cracked open another level. And it's true. So that's exciting. That's going on right now. I actually had notes today because I'm like, okay, so now that we've opened up the podcast, I know that's a full podcast right there. Right there. I'm just going to end that little segment with this. If you have put limiting beliefs on yourself, if you have put the lid on, you're going to allow others to do that to you. I am just telling you that from experience. I allowed others to put a lid on me. This is why I've got this big bun now. This is like a whole nother level of like safety. No one will put a lid on this girl again. Never. Not happening. Nope, it ain't. And I'm going to tell you another thing about this bun. It is a representation of this crazy, messy world that oh my God, did you hear that? Okay, I don't even know if I could replicate, but my armpit just farted on its own. I'm going to try it. My arm, like my underarm, just wait. Oh God, I got to see if I can do it again. Like, just wait. I'm so sweaty that I have I armpit farted. Like, and now, okay, if you're, I think I did it. Just wait, listen. Just wait. If you're on the video, I can't replicate it. I'm trying. Okay, anyways, enough about the armpit fart. I was talking like an armpit fart with one arm. Like I didn't even put my hand under my arm. Whew, okay. But seriously, I want to come in here as your coach this week and talk to you about, I know I just like switched gears, right? But I really think this is an important topic. I was going to talk to you guys about the importance of hormones, and we will do an episode on that, but I want to talk to you about something that is actually important across the entire space of your life, okay? Hormones, no hormones, guy, girl, whatever your wishes are in life. Consistency. Consistency is the big C word of the day. It is huge. Guys, consistency with all things. So yes, with your, I will just touch on hormones because I've chatted with so many of you after last week's episode, and I'm telling you right now, if you're not consistent using things, using your hormones, your medications, whatever you might be on, they're not going to be as effective, you guys. Same with our exercise. I am not the hardest worker outer in the world. Just telling you that right now. I am not. I am probably one of the most consistent, though. And consistency has got me through all these years, decades. guys, decades. And I haven't had an easy road. And yet the consistency doesn't always have to be, I say this all the time, it doesn't have to be balls to the walls consistency. No, but showing up for yourself regularly. Keeping a tidy house. It doesn't have to be perfect, but be a little consistent so it doesn't get out of hand. And if it gets out of hand, well, then take some time to clean that shit up or hire somebody to do it. Okay? Consistency. Consistency with your nutrition. Again, 80-20. Guys, 80 freaking 20. 80-20 has kind of like been my guider for the whole time of my life. I didn't even realize it was a thing until I started talking about 80-20. 80-20 means 80% of what I do and be and put out and eat and whatever in my life is, I think, really the best that I can do with the best that I know now, today, as of May 11th, 2025, this is the best version of me that I can pull out and share with the world today. In another year, it will be hopefully some more knowledge and energy and excitement and experiences that I can share. But for today, this is where I'm at today. Whew. Goals. So the other day, you guys, I have a huge goal for the summer, and that's to do the monkey bars with my granddaughter. And the other day, I was working out, and I thought I'd be further along with my chin-up game. I thought I'd be further along. And I was doing them, and then I was practicing something called negatives. Jack mentioned I should go like jump up and then like allow myself to slowly lower down, right? Slowly lower down. And so I'm working on negatives, but I had a moment of like, why bother? Guys, bother! I couldn't believe it, that it crossed my mind. I'm like, am I seriously, like, why am I not further ahead? And then I was like, oh, right. I'm just going to go at it my pace. My pace. It's not a race. Listen to what I said at boot camp or at longevity lifting the other day. I know I had to like change that name. At longevity lifting class the other day, I said, we must find joy in the journey. Joy in the journey. Joy can be found in the word journey. I know, write it out. I'm a fucking genius. There is no joy in the word race. Nope. So if you feel like you're in a race and you gotta finish and you gotta, just so you know, there is no finish line. There is none. And you gotta find joy on the way, because it's truly what makes getting to the consistency piece key. If you're not feeling any ounce of joy, it's very hard to continually show up in that capacity. So I think I'm gonna wrap up with that. Consistency, guys, consistency. I'm going to say that over and over and over because I do believe it's the key. I don't believe that there's one. Okay, I'm going to say this. People will say to me all the time, because I've been doing this for a long time. I started training people in 1994. I started teaching fitness classes in 1990. 1990, 35 years. I've been around the block. And listen, do you know how many people will call me when I owned my gym? They would say, what's the best machine? What's the best exercise? People ask me all the time. People send me videos. What do you think of this? I'm like, if you do it consistently, better than not doing it, right? Guys, consistency. Do I love lifting? Do I believe that our muscle is the organ of longevity? Fucking rights I do. Yes, that was a F freaking sharp. If you are not actively building muscle, you guys, your muscle is your keeper. It is going to keep you strong. It is going to keep you hopefully disease-free, hopefully living independently. I want to just stop there because I know I could get off. I could get off. Oh my God. That was funny. I know I could get off on a tangent is what I meant to say. And I want to wrap up. So episode 21 of the Big Messy Bun is about to wrap up. We're going to continue this conversation next week, folks, because that's what we do around here. So I wish you a great freaking day, whatever day you're listening to this on that drops on a hump day, but maybe it's not your hump day, right? So whatever day you're listening to it, please share this episode with a friend, please. Oh, and if you're not a follower of the show yet, it doesn't hurt you to follow me. And if in like 3 episodes you're like, that's horse shit, I'm not following her, unfollow. It's that simple. It is that freaking simple. Hit the follow though. Help a girl out. I'm really having fun doing this, and I want to bring energy, education, and so much fun to all of you. So that's it. I'm out of here, and I'm going to go watch some hockey. The Winnipeg Jets, my local team, are in the running for the Stanley Cup. So, all right, I got to go. Oops. Oh, shit. I lost the stop button. Dang it. I minimized my screen, and now I got to find it. So, awkward finish. But you know what? Keeping it real over here at the Big Messy Bun Studios.